everyone. I hope everyone's enjoying another new day here. As you guys can see, not a nice morning so far. It is still raining. But let's take on our day anyways. Look at that. Still raining, guys. The Weather Channel's going, oh, we're expecting drizzle later today. It's drizzling right now. Goes to show how stupid a lot of these meteorologists are these days. They don't even bother to look outside and see what's happening. They just immediately assume they're right. And this was meant to be a workout day. Well, yesterday was meant to be a workout day. And then today would have been a cardio day. It's ridiculous. Would you check it out? That stream almost came back. Almost. It's not quite flowing. We need to fix this carbon buildup problem. Soon. Get more flowing water into our world. Get more natural flowing water into our world. And less of this. We don't need sewer systems. We need more composting toilets. Less gray water. And we need to get people to stop throwing trash in our streams and oceans. And everywhere like this. Oh. Someone in their truck. Gotta be careful about this sort of thing. Don't want to be sighted by unwanted eyes. Had to close my tent up. There was water, there was a little bit of water in it, not much, but I wasn't going to take the risk. Be nice if this expanded out a little further, but because of the way the original inhabitants set it up, that's not going to be easy. And yeah, I got to do that too. Cough's not going to be gone for a while after a little mishap I had earlier of something getting into my throat. That wasn't out here before. What the? Probably that truck over there. And I know you guys see that because I can see it. I think we need to move. Looks like someone dropped their boxers here. These weren't here yesterday. I'm not sure what I'm seeing over there, but I'm seeing something that looks suspicious. So I'm gonna run over there. And no, this is not my full running capabilities, guys. I'm currently holding the camera up in one hand. A phone. Sorry. Yeah. It's just busted up wood. That's all it is. I won't be able to do an overnight on that for a couple days. Oh, I want to badly. It'd be kind of cool to do. I'd have to bring some to eat, which means I need to get a cash flow again in order to get my food stamps back. Which means I need to make a phone call. Even though I don't want to. I do not want to have to rely on the government. They make you wait for 5 months just to receive any benefits, which it's out of control. If you have proof that you're disabled, they should automatically have someone take up your case. They should automatically put you on those benefits right then and there, and not force you to wait. At least that way you got money flowing. I'm looking at SSI right now because I do technically have a disability. My sclerosis alone qualifies me. I don't want to go full SSDI because, well, then I can't work. Which means YouTube wouldn't be a very good option either. And I actually enjoy making YouTube content. Just being me on it. Allows me to get a few things out without my family trying to shut me down, or other people trying to shut me down in my face when it's something I have a right to. Still no signs of flooding. Good. So my stuff is still safe. I'm seeing an opening to the outside on the other side of the room. Very minimal, very small opening, but an opening nonetheless. A friendly reminder, I saw a worm about the length of a 1-year-old snake on this sidewalk twice. First time was last night around 11 p.m. Second time was early this morning. He had moved over here. Or it. I don't know what gender the stupid things are. Well, guys, I was watching a video earlier about a little situation with Apple AirTags that I had no idea even started. Sorry, seriously. This is some of the scariest information I've ever heard. It's mainly women a lot of women fell victim to it, and a lot of people have used it to track high-end cars and stuff like that. Like one girl, she even got a message somehow from it, from the person stalking her, saying, "Why did you go home, girl?" Seriously. Now, the other use for it, they likely place the AirTags on people on cars at dealerships or high-end cars that people own, just so they can come by, just so they can either follow you and steal it as soon as you get into the house, or they can come stop by later and steal it when you're least expecting it. Seriously, this crap is getting ridiculous. We seriously need to, and Apple, as far as I'm aware, hasn't done a thing. I guarantee you their reputation's really taken a nasty hit over it. And I'm only going to say this once. Apple, get off your lazy tails and fix it. Well, guys, I encountered this ad on YouTube just as a video I was watching was ending. I'll place it right next to me in this as this video is playing, so yeah, you can see what I'm talking about. That whole point of how pregnant you have to live with all the extra flab after pregnancy, when it comes to women, not true. Not at all true. I've seen proof of that. I've seen so many mothers who are still very fit. I don't really comment on it because I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. So if that does make anyone uncomfortable, I do apologize. I don't want to cause discomfort. But this ad basically describes that, talks about that, and how women shouldn't settle for anything less than 500 grand. Men, not anything less than a man who earns 150 to a couple $100 million a year. Yeah, good luck with that. The rich and powerful don't give a crap about us. They're the ones keeping us down in the first place. The odds of finding someone within that desired range are less than 0.05%. Honestly, guys, I have to admit, when I found this knife, I had no idea what I had in my hands. Check this out. And this isn't just any SOG Trident. This is the Tiger Strike TF3. Brand new market value, $69. Used value ranges from $30 to $50. These things barely depreciate because they're that good of a knife. I had no idea what I had, but I'm glad I found it. Because I might actually be able to sell this. Got to get it cleaned off first. There's not a whole lot of rust on it, surprisingly. I thought all that there was rust, but it turns out it's not. Yeah, turns out that might be a resin, not tree sap like I thought. But I think there's also tree sap on it, because it was sitting out in the middle of the woods where there's a whole bunch of pines. And yes, it is soaking in hot water, so it shouldn't be an issue to get this off once this is done. Something, a little treat for you guys. This is a very new type of Mountain Dew that I wanted to try. Hold on, let me make sure this is dry. Yep, it's dry, thank God. Sorry guys. But yes, this is the Mountain Dew Purple Thunder. Let's see here, it's basically berry plum flavored. Mixture of berries and plums. So, let's try it out. Hey, that's actually not bad. Very sweet. You definitely taste the berries, and you can definitely, but you taste the plum even more. I have to admit, I'm actually impressed. And another cool detail, this takes a whole hour to go flat. So honestly, Mountain Dew really outdid themselves. They really did outdo themselves with this one. It's back here again. A little too wet for me to bring some meat out for you right now, okay? I'll bring you some tomorrow. I'll bring some chicken out for you tomorrow. Here, we got chicken. I know you kitty cats love chicken. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. You guys know how I feel about cats and dogs. I'm definitely an animal lover in that regard. I will do everything I can to make them as happy and content. And I would happily give them a home. Right. It hasn't been raining enough to cause flooding, guys. That's the plus in this weather situation. I just got done watching Robbie's video. I just watched most of Robbie's video. It's hilarious that he's taking the advice of a comedian as seriously as he is when it comes to getting involved in certain things and whatnot. Why would you take a comedian that seriously? That is hilarious. Jack Whitehall is a comedian. I looked him up. Now, Robbie seems to think I have a God complex, which you've all seen for yourself that I do not have. I know I'm not infallible. I know I've made my share of mistakes, which, yeah. The most recent situation with my family, where I got kicked out for 2 days, yeah. I can tell you what happened with that. This was after I sent Robbie the message criticizing my dad's behavior. Robbie decided to send it in a more inflammatory way. And yes, this is after I yelled at my dad, because he and I were, at this point, he put kind of a, whether he realizes it or not, he pushed the argument to a very heated level over something stupid. He would not let it go. That's what I was criticizing. Robbie decided to send that message back to my dad in a more inflammatory way. So I went down to his job site, tell him he and I needed to talk when he was off about what he did. He immediately said no, just no. And he also, when he said it, he had an attitude. So I tried to say something to him about that, but he wouldn't listen. But basically, guys, it was all just a bunch of bullcrap over something that started over something stupid. It eventually got to a point where Robbie started sending me inflammatory messages when I was trying to point out where he screwed up and what it cost me. He responded in very inflammatory ways. I lost my temper, and at the time I did something inexcusable and sent him a series of death threats. He tried to come back, talk to me about the whole situation before I was even ready to talk. Now he's being a jerk about it, so I've had to cut ties. That's basically what happened, guys. Yes, I made big mistakes in this, but so did he. So both sides are responsible here. I'm just as responsible as he is for all of this. My dad, his responsibility in it is much smaller. And I've since let it go when it came to my dad. When it comes to Robbie, Yeah. I stopped making videos about it. The video he's responding to with this one, it's been almost 2 weeks. Which only makes me laugh even more. I could not stop laughing, which is why excuse me guys. I couldn't stop laughing, which is why I didn't respond until about 30 minutes later. Guys, I'm not really going to ask you to like this video. It ended on a bit of a darker note than I would have liked, but then again, I had to give you all some answers here. Again, I do apologize for the death threats being involved in this.
I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear. That my mind fills up into a creature,
you guys go here,
and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I'll see you next video.
Anxiety filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn, no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough.